So our city mayor is now here to give us updates regarding our quarantine status, perhaps here in Tuguegarao City. Sir Jeff, Mayor Jeff Soriano.
Yes, my friends from the media and my dear fellow Tuguegaraweños, we called for this meeting in so short notice because of the present situation that's going around and that the information going around Tuguegarao. And we would like to inform everybody that there is no such official communication yet coming from the regional IATF or the office of the governor. What I have received is an email given to me by the secretary of the governor pertaining to the order of executive order of the governor and his communication to the regional IATF. It's very premature. We will wait for the advice of the regional IATF, and I am sure we will be made to defend or present our position, or they will ask for our comment insofar as the executive order is concerned. I just would like to assure our fellow Tuguegaraweños that your officials, your servant leaders here in Tuguegarao, we will do our best to persuade the regional ATF and of course our good governor of our position pertaining to the MECQ of Tuguegarao. We will wait for the notice or for the call for meeting of the regional IATF, and then we will present to the members of the regional IATF and the good governor of the position of Tuguegarao pertaining this matter. Please be assured that we will give our best in this matter. Yes, Len.
Yes, sir. At this point,
may I also add this, Len, for
yes,
the
sir.
information of our friends from the media. At present, we have 88 active cases in Tuguegarao. We came from 120 plus, almost 130. We were able to bring it down to 90, and then 80, 60s, 50s, and 33. That was the lowest. And then after the active, aggressive community testing, we went up again to about 60, 50 plus, 60, and now 88. So that's the present situation of our active cases in COVID cases in Tuguegarao. Pertaining to the rooms available for our at our step-up community quarantines, we have, I think, about 13 rooms still available at our step-up community isolation units. So that's the situation of Tuguegarao, my dear friends from the media. Yes, any questions?
We are now to entertain questions po. If our friends from the media would like to ask anything. Yes, ma'am.
May I?
Vivian. Apo.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, Dina.
Vivian
Dina,
po,
yes,
Vivian
go ahead.
Mayor.
Vivian.
Vivian.
Ay, sige. Ay, di na. Sige. Mayor, did I hear it right that hindi pa po natin ipatutupad yon? We will wait for the RIATF approval of
No, because we just would like to make it clear that the governor sent a communication to the regional IATF for their concurrence. So it's not yet enforceable at this time because the regional IATF still has to concur with the position of the governor. So we will still go to the regional IATF. It will be the regional IATF who will decide on the matter. And I hope we'll be able to persuade the regional IATF and the good governor of our position here in Tuguegarao.
May we also know your position in Tuguegarao, Mayor ba? Ano ho ba kasi ang position ng Tuguegarao City insofar as itong change ng ating category ang is concerned?
At this time, the position of the leadership of Tuguegarao is we are not yet agreeable to going to MECQ at this time. It is not that we do not want to go on MECQ, but at this time, we believe that it's not yet right for Tuguegarao to go on MECQ. That's why we're coming up with our position, and it's very premature to announce what will be the decision of the regional IATF.
Right. Yes. How soon can we finalize the position, Mayor? How soon can we finalize that?
We have been crafting this whole afternoon our position since I got that information from the Secretary of the Governor. Even without even the official communication from the regional IATF, we have been crafting our position as regards the matter. And hopefully we'll be able to finish that by weekend or maybe tonight or early tomorrow. And then we are ready to go to the regional IATF once they will call for us.
Thank you, Mayor.
Yes, thank you.
Sir Rodel Ordillos of RBC, you have a question po.
Mayor, pagkamalam mo, sir.
Yes, good afternoon, Rodel.
Sir, i-clear lang natin kasi marami po yung pumunta doon sa City Hall kanina. Ito ba'y lockdown talaga o lilinisan o i-disinfect lang natin yung munisipyo, sir?
Actually, Rodel, we have to protect the people going to Tuguegarao, to the City Hall. And we know for a fact that we have positive cases in the City Hall. So what we will do is we have to disinfect each and every nook and corner of the City Hall for the protection of the public. So the only office that is open is, of course, one person in our LCR and 50% of our people in the treasurer's office. Yun lang po ang nasa ano. And of course, the people at the mayor's office, kami po na nandito sa mayor's office. But there's no transaction in our office. Our office is closed. Dahil po exposed din po kami. So ang nandito na nagtatrabaho ngayon, yung exposed lang po. Yung hindi po exposed, yun po ang pinauwi namin. Work from home po sila because we have to come here and work.
How long, Mayor? How long? Gaano katagal po?
Because it will be on a weekend na po, Saturday and Sunday, and then yung Monday is sandwich po ng Tuesday kasi wala po tayong opisina naman sa Tuesday. So in-extend na po namin yung very limited offer of services here in the City Hall up to Tuesday.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
But if there is any important matter to be taken up in the City Hall, we are here po. Nandito lang po ako, nandito si City Administrator, nandito yung Community Affairs Office. We can respond. I will assure everybody.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I would like to call on Sir Villamor Visaya Jr. of the Philippine Daily Inquirer for his questions.
Okay. Good evening po,
Bill.
Mayor Jeff.
Yes, Bill.
Yes, sir.
Bumabata ka.
Yes, sir. Tama po kayo kasi wala nang buhok. Okay po, Mayor Jeff. With the decreasing number of cases, nasabi nga ninyo, 88 yung active cases now, na dati ay 120. So, are there written communications relayed to the governor on your official position regarding this plan to reimpose MECQ in Tuguegarao City?
Bill, may I make this clear? We started from almost 130, we went down to 90, and then 80s, 60s, 50s, 33. But it went up again to 88. Yes, it went up again to 88. And based on the average for the past 5 days, we have 10 for the past 5 days. 10 per day. But that makes it 88. So as of now, I'm almost sure the governor, the provincial government, they know of our situation. They've been monitoring us. this is a focal center. They are focusing on Tuguegarao because of the problem of Tuguegarao on the active cases. And of course, we're also monitoring our own situation so that we can respond accordingly. So yun po yung situation, and we do not have any paper or official communication as regards to the status of the quarantine level of Tuguegarao.
I see. Okay, thank you po, Mayor.
Yes, Bill.
Thank you po, Sir Vil. May I now call on IFM Kawayan or RMN Network? Yung representative po nila, kung meron po kayong tanong.
Yes po, Mayor Jeff.
Yes, sir.
Apo, si Jiro po, Mayor Jeff.
Jiro.
Apo,
Excuse me?
Si Sir
Mayor
Jiro
Jeff,
po,
si-
Sir Jiro.
si Jiro po.
Yes, Jill, yes.
Apo. Kasi po naglabas ng pahayag nga yung press release ng CPIO na sinasabi nga na nagmula yung pagtaas din ng kaso ng COVID-19 sa iba pang bayan dyan sa Tuguegarao City. Sa tingin niyo ho ba, Mayor, na totoo ba itong inilabas na pahayag po na talagang dyan ho nagmula, particular po sa lungsod ninyo, yung dumaraming bilang din ng mga kaso sa ibang bayan po ng Cagayan?
To be blunt about it, sa tingin ko naman po, may posibilidad. May posibilidad, but that is not, hindi lang naman po nanggagaling mga tao dito sa Tuguegarao. May posibilidad. Kasi kami po, nakuha din po namin yan galing sa labas. Kaya nga community quarantine po yung problema namin sa Relief Operation Center ng CDRMO. And then yung dito sa office po din namin, community transmission din po. Kasi hindi namin mapinpoint kung saan nanggaling po. So, pwede rin pong maka-influence, which is true, that is the truth. But kami rin po, nakakakuha din po kami sa ibang mga lugar. So, yan po ang point namin.
Apo. Follow up lang po, Mayor.
Yes po.
Apo. Nabanggit niyo po kanina na posible nga po na nakukuha din siya sa mga hindi lang dyan, particular po sa lungsod po ng Tuguegarao. So yung inilabas po ninyo na executive order po na magkakaroon po ng parang specific drop point nga itong mga ibabagsak po na tulong mula po sa mga ibang lugar, o let's say for example, sabi na po natin sa labas po ng Cagayan Valley. So ito ho ba ay magpapatuloy pa rin po ba na magpapasok pa rin po tayo mula sa mga tulong po na mula po sa labas po ng rehiyon?
Yes po, we accept humanitarian aid to Tuguegarao. But gaya po ng sinabi namin, we have to come up with that executive order to manage and limit the number of people coming in. Para sa ganun po, kasi nakikita na po namin na nakakalimutan na rin po ng mga tao na mayroong problema kaning sa COVID. And I would like to assure everybody and our friends from the media that we will already be very strict in the implementation of protocols in Tuguegarao. We will no longer give warnings to establishments who will not be observing the protocols established by the Tuguegarao City. So we will strictly enforce yung social distancing in dine-ins, sa mga pansiteryas, sa mga talipapa, sa palengke, and everything. There will be no more warning. We will close the establishment once we will see by ourselves that they are violating the protocols issued by Tuguegarao City.
Mayor, last po. Okay lang ho ba? Last na po.
Yes, sir.
Apo.
Yes, sir.
Apo. Is it possible pa rin po ba na magpa-secure po tayo ng mga COVID-19 control pass pa rin? Mga papasok dyan sa lungsod?
We suspended the use of the COVID-19 COVID Shield Control Pass because nagkawalaan na po and it's very expensive to do that. But we are willing, if only that is a way to convince the regional IATF and the governor, we are willing to go back to the COVID shield control pass po. We are willing to do that. We will procure and produce the COVID shield control pass if the situation will warrant.
Okay. Maraming salamat po, Mayor Jefferson.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Jiro of IFM Kawayan. Meron pa po bang gustong magtanong? Hinggil po sa anunsyo po ng ating mayor. Mula
Hello
sa-
po.
Okay, Ma'am Dina.
Yes po. Good evening po, Mayor. Oo. Ano
Hey,
po
good
ba?
evening.
Yes po. Ano po ba ang procedure? Kasi ito si Governor, ito nga yung kanyang declaration. May EO po siya na mag-undergo ang Tuguegarao ng MECQ. Ano po ba ang procedure pag ganito? Pwede ba yung ganun, Mayor, na uunahan tayo ng provincial?
Hindi ko rin po sure kung ano yung paano yung pagkaintindi po ng mga kasama po natin sa provincial government as regards yung proseso. Pero since before, when we request for change of status, the request comes from the LGU of origin. LGU requesting for a change of status. Hindi pa po nangyari na nauna po yung provincial government since March na nagdeklara po ng change of status in an LGU here in our LGU here in Tuguegarao.
Happen, Mayor, if itong i-concur ng regional IATF itong recommendation ni Governor?
We will have no choice. If the regional IATF will concur, then we'll find out other means to convince them that we are not ripe for an ECQ in Tuguegarao.
Mayor,
Thank you, Mayor.
follow-up.
Thank you. Thank you po.
Ay, sorry.
And then, thank you.
Yes, Ma'am Vivian.
Yeah, follow-up. Pangunahin ho ba, Mayor? Ano ho yung pangunahing rason natin kung bakit hanggat maaari ho natin ng MECQ ulit?
Yan, ginagawa pa rin namin yung position paper namin dito. I hope we will be able to finish this up to tomorrow, and then we will inform you of the position and our reasons later on why we are declaring that we are not yet ripe for MECQ in Tuguegarao.
I respect that, Mayor. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Salamat po, Ma'am Vivian. Meron pa po ba tayong mga katanungan mula sa ating Mayor, dito po sa ating Zoom meeting may mga punong barangay din pong nag-join. Baka meron din po silang mga katanungan.
Len.
Yes, Ma'am Belen.
Yes, Ma'am Belen.
Hi, Mayor.
Hi.
Between today and Sunday, Mayor, okay pag-alaman mapa-relief operations? Will you still allow, considering that some of those who became positive was because of the relief operations?
The position of the city government is that the problem on COVID cannot make us stop the relief operations. We have to continue with the relief operations. But that is why we came up with modified protocols pertaining to relief operations, especially those coming from the high-risk areas. So yung ginawa po natin protocol, Ma'am Belen, is yung galing sa high-risk areas, hanggang drop-off points na lang po sila. Kung meron silang partner agency o partner group in Tuguegarao, salubungin po sila doon, kukunin po yung goods, then yung taga-Tuguegarao po ang magdidistribute. Kung wala po silang partner agency o partner group in Tuguegarao, i-escortan po sila ng police sa ating Relief Operation Center, iwanan po yung mga relief goods doon, and then they go. But in our drop-off points and in the Relief Operation Center, meron po may hinanda na rest area po nila para sa ganun po habang ina-unload po yung mga relief items, makapagpahinga po sila, makawash po sila, makamerienda po sila, pero hindi na po sila pwedeng lumabas doon.
Mayor, that is from the point of view of coming from the outside, coming in. Yung mga local groups sa atin dito na who want to continue with the relief operations, okay lang?
Yes po, yes. Those from Tuguegarao, even those coming from Cagayan, there is no problem.
Okay.
You can distribute in Tuguegarao. But ibig sabihin, those coming from the high-risk areas. Kung galing ka po sa Ilocos region, pwede ka mag-distribute dito. Kasi parehas lang naman po tayo ng MECQ.
Okay.
Yun po ang point ko.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Apo.
Thank you, Ma'am Belen. Meron pa po tayong mga katanungan mula sa iba pang mga kaibigan natin sa media.
Siguro wala na. Siguro wala na. Maybe let's wait for the my dear friends, we'll wait for the official communication of the regional IATF, and then you will be accordingly informed kung ano po yung development. That I assure you, kayo po yung unang makakaalam.
Ayan.
Para sa ganun, may paalam din po natin sa ating mga kababayan. So thank you again for your time. If you have no more questions, Len, thank you again. And
Ma'am Belen is raising her hand po.
sige, Belen.
Yes,
Yes,
may
go ahead.
pahabol po yata si Ma'am Belen.
Okay.
Mayor,
Ma'am, pa-unmute po. Pa-unmute po, Ma'am Belen.
ayun. Sorry. Oh. Mayor, when is your meeting with the RIATF? They're scheduled already.
I really don't know, Ma'am Belen, kasi weekend. Ngayon lang yata nila na-receive. I don't know if they will call for a meeting anytime. That's why we have to be ready at our end, so that if they will call for a meeting, then the city government is ready also to present its position. And I hope we will be able to convince the regional IATF and the good governor of our predicament in Tuguegarao and our position in Tuguegarao.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
Yes, thank you. And thank you to everybody. Happy weekend. We will
Maraming
finish
salamat
our
po.
position before we go tonight. Thank you again and happy weekend.
Thank you, Mayor. Keep safe
Thank
din
you.
po. So maraming salamat po sa lahat po ng ating mga kaibigan sa media. Tulungan niyo po kaming i-inform ang mga tao na ito po yung posisyon ng Tuguegarao City regarding this issue. At antabayanan or antayin na lang po natin ang RIATF at ipapaalam din po natin sa lahat at magpapatawag po ulit tayo ng ganitong press briefing once na meron na pong desisyon hinggil sa posisyon na itong ating quarantine status. So thank you so much po sa lahat po ng nandito, nag-join. Keep safe everyone. Happy weekend po.
Thank you, Ma'am Lenny, for inviting us.
Yes po.